Hey guys, welcome back to Islands this time. Well, this is day 2 of the Vintage Beef server. I didn't make it yesterday, but I was able to gather a few things and got started setting myself up. In one of the chests over here, I found a few items that I could use. Thankfully, everybody has been kind enough to let me use some of those items, and I crafted myself some armor and a few items in my hotbar so that I can continue onwards. And hopefully, what I plan on doing, since it's night right now, I'm just gonna wait till day. But what I hope to plan on doing is to settle somewhere else on this island because it's getting a little crowded, and I feel like this is our starting zone anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna either craft a ship and go off, or stick to this island. But I'm leaning more towards sticking to this island. But as soon as it gets daytime, I'll come back to you guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Day breaking. So I want to get a gist of what this island has for us. So I think the first thing that I want to do is kind of scout it out, see what's out there. I do have this nice iron spare, and I think what I want to do is get a gist of what's going on and who's around us. I know we have about 15 people who have access to this server, and a few of us were up last night. Unfortunately, like I said, I wasn't there yesterday, but they seem to have gotten a lot accomplished in the short time that this has been open. Sorry for the noise in the background, guys. As we are all communicating through Discord, so I have my Discord channel up to talk to them in case we get too far, because the chat in this game is actually a proximity chat, so I can't see or hear from them unless I'm on the Discord looking at what they're saying. Hopefully they're not saying anything important right now because I don't have the screen up, but periodically what I'll do is I'll go back and forth and check. So it looks like this island's actually pretty big. We've got a nice giant mountain over there. Unfortunately, I don't want to go there right now because I do want to check out the shoreline, see if there's anything else that's going on. Maybe someone else spread out and built something else along the way. We have a few horses on this island, which is good. A lot of corn. I saw a lot of cotton. I'm not seeing any now, but there is surplus quinoa, which is good because quinoa is useful for building maybe bread and so forth. We do have another cabin out in the distance over here, so this looks promising. I wonder who built this one. Unfortunately, when you go up to the cabins, it doesn't really tell you who built what. I'm assuming that whoever did build this cabin, though, is either logged off or nearby, and we'll probably get to see them soon. So let's looks pretty basic, pretty generic. Doesn't look like there's anyone nearby at all, though. I wonder where they logged off to. Or maybe they are scouting around, but looks like it was a start of a cabin right there. Alright, so I'm gonna continue going, checking around. Just gonna go around the edge of the island. Looks like we have some copper, which is good. I'll pick that up. So I know I'm not dressed to the nines right now, but I think I'm pretty safe in terms of being attacked. If anything does attack me, I think I have the upper hand. You know, I don't see anything right now. From what I was told, though, there should be some panthers or pumas or something like that on this island. Leopards, maybe. Oh, I think that's it right there. If that's not a horse, then that's definitely something that we can try to attack. I don't know how good I feel about attacking that, to be honest, but I feel like we got it. We got this. Let's figure this out. Let's see what we can do. Can we handle this? Is it going to attack us? It's not attacking us. Okay. Well, this was easier. What? Inventory is already full? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Well, I cleared out my inventory a little bit. It seems as though this game doesn't have much in terms of inventory space to begin with. So it does, once you start picking things up, you're almost guaranteed to fill up your inventory rather quickly. And if, as you can see, I'm getting hungry fairly quick because not too long ago did I already eat. So let's figure this out. Where are we right now? It seems to be a nice little flattened area over there. Like this island, you know, you go around the mountains, it's actually pretty good. But I don't want this to be an entirely part of the why. Actually, part of the why, the reason why I'm recording this right now, is because I want to get a gist of the island itself, so I can actually pick out a location. I want to come back to my video to see if there's a location that I think is ideal. Like right now, this nice flattened area over here looked pretty interesting to me. I think I might go with that. But at the same time, I want to pick an area that's closer to some resources. So the closest resources here are obviously bamboo and grass. But that's not a lot of resources. See, what I want is an area that has maybe some coal, maybe some clay, iron, definitely. But I'm not going to probably find that close to the shoreline. So I might move inwards towards the mountains. And what's good about that is that if I move inwards towards these mountains, I might be able to gather a lot more stone a lot more quickly. And that's going to help us with some of our builds later on. At first, obviously, I'm going to build with wood. Especially that tavern. That tavern's probably going to be made out of wood and maybe some clay blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape some wood using a saw. Now, this is interesting. This is one of those puzzle things that you work on. Okay, so can I open this? Oh, looks like somebody had already solved this puzzle, but that's okay. That's all right. I expected as much. There's going to be a few people in this game anyway. The grass seeds. What do we have here? This is flint. Okay, so really not that useful right now. Flint is pretty useful in terms of getting your initial fire starter. So your flint lighter is what I'm holding right now, and that is made with 2 flint. Essentially, what I want to do is I want to keep going around this island. It looks like it's a pretty big island. Like, I haven't found an end in sight yet, so this is interesting. Ooh, I hope that's not another flint patch. So what I'm really looking for is clay, because I'm going to need those clay blocks later on. And this is what I'm hoping this patch is, and it looks like it's just flint. Nope, yep, that is flint. So I'm going to leave that alone. Now I have some iron over here, which is good. This is a very barren area, though. There's not much wood here, and it looks like this is a desert area of this biome. This biome is a rainforest biome, so it gets a lot of rain, but this looks like it's a pretty dried area. You have a lot of withered trees over here, and the bushes don't seem to be flourishing as much. However, there are some wild melons there, so that's pretty useful. Looks like this island just keeps going. What is that? Is that a bird walking around? I have never seen that before. Oh, wow. Wow, it flew pretty weirdly. It didn't look like... Oh, wow. Just no flapping of its wings at all. Just took off. And another one on the ground over here. I believe this might be a stone pile. Yes, stone. So I'm going to pick those up. Excuse my voice, guys. You know, I'm just waking up. Still a little dry. So if you hear cracking a little bit, ooh. Okay, I like that. There's a patch of iron right there. I thought I saw some coal, but nope. Turns out I was wrong. Here we are. Well, you know what? We might as well grab that. I do have a lot on me as is right now, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let me just grab a couple of those. If I can get on top of that mountain, I might be able to see a little bit more. This is the clay. This is the clay that I'm looking for. So actually, you know what? I like this area right here. Now, it's a little louder because the further you go up in elevation, the wind actually picks up in speed, and you can actually hear that. So what you're hearing is the wind. So if I were to go further up, you would hear the wind even more. As an example, let me go up here. Can I get up here? Yes. So you should be hearing the wind louder right now. It's definitely picking up. It definitely sounds like it's more aggressive up here. But the wind, as far as I understand, doesn't really play into the dynamics of the game. All it is just a sound, essentially. So this is a pretty big island. From here, can I see where we started off? Oh, so this island is too big, really. Okay, so nothing. I can't see our starting cabin. I'm pretty sure the starting cabin that they had built is along the shoreline, which I feel is that way, but I could be wrong. Now, I was down. Where was I? Over there. I like that spot a lot, and this is ooh, and it's right next to a cave. This is where I'm gonna settle. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna gather some resources, and I'm going to start building over in this location. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten out this area, and then I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. All right. And the flattening, really, actually, I might as well show that to you guys right now. Flattening is you use one of these shovels. Ideally, you could use a flat shovel, and the spade is good for digging. Right now, all I have is this wooden shovel. I didn't bother making one of those flat shovels or a spade earlier, but I may go back to the starting area, grab something from the blacksmith, and manage that later on. But like I said, I'm just gonna flatten out this area, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Hey guys, welcome back. So as you guys can see, I've cleared out this nice little area, and what I want to do is I'm going to start building on this soon. Um, this is a good location because I can oversee that way, and what I want to do is probably build a nice little path that leads out this way and maybe towards the water, get a harbor started later on. But over here, what I want to do is I kind of want to block this off. So I'm probably going to grab as much dirt as I can and kind of layer it up so it kind of like forms a nice little wall over here to match what's going on both sides. Now, ideally, I would like to use stone, but I don't think the stone doesn't work in the same manner that dirt does. I just don't want the color difference to be too vast. So later on, what I might do is I actually might just build a wall going across here. We'll see later on. What I want to do is I'm going to go now and collect some wood, and I'm going to bring that back here. Probably pile it up over here so I have something to work off of. And what I'll do is I'll go over there, maybe over there, and at the same time I'll collect some trees, and I'll try to bring those trees a little bit closer so I can use them maybe down here to build later on. So as soon as I get some trees and come back here, I'll let you guys know how I'm doing. Maybe I'll give you an update progress in the interim, but as soon as I get them some trees and come back here, I'll start back up with you guys again. Alright, take care. Do you see that? Do you see that? What is that? See, as I was clearing out this forest area over here, I noticed these nice little chairs and table. And it's got a few items on them. Not really that much, just an iron fork, a couple knives, a spoon, but the tables are nice. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this candle. I'll probably come back to this later on and probably break this apart because this is going to be in our way of our builds, but not right now. I think while people are still like scuttering around the area, you know, best leave things for them to find. I might help them out a little bit or give a good indication of a land marker of where they are in case they get lost. I can always just point them in my direction and help them get back. But I'm going to continue cutting down these trees, like I said. I think right now I've got about 40, 50, 80, 90 logs. I had this log piece from earlier, so that doesn't really count. But I've gathered some wooden pieces, a lot of bark, some resin. I have a seed packet box in here, and I'll show you that I've been collecting a lot of seeds. So I've got some rainforest seeds, some tall rainforest seeds. Whatever plants I come across, I'm going to break them down, and I'm going to use those as well. I got some rainforest palm, small rainforest, and philodendron seed. I don't know how to pronounce that, so excuse me if I butchered that. And I have some quinoa seeds from earlier as well. I've just put them in the box just in case. So I'm going to use these seeds to help flourish a new batch of rainforest plants after I'm done cutting all these down. So I'm going to continue going back to work and start picking up some more logs and we'll get to work later on soon enough. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've gathered a few things. I've also gathered a few stone chunks because I'm going to need them to build with these stone blocks right here. So what I want to do is I want to start with a simple foundation. So what I want to work off of right now is basically getting my initial tavern started. So I'm going to have this set up. I don't know where I want to place this right now. I kind of want it overlooking this way, but at the same time kind of more so that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this right here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 is going to be my center area of my tavern. This tavern actually might be a lot bigger than this way. So let's find out what we need. So I'm going to need, let's see. 1. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Each one of these blocks is, say that the 4 there will be the center. So each block is going to be 1. So going from that center, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if that's right. Yep. All right. So let's turn this going this way, right here. And then we're going to bring it out. 1, 2... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I planned this out to have it 12 long. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see, is that 12? 1, 2. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I need a 1 piece. Can I? No, actually, you know what? I don't know why I'm saying that. I can rotate this. So let's bring that down. Let's match that with this one and see where that goes. Is that enough? And I want from the center pieces. Where did I say the center was? These pieces right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's that way. So let's go 2, 3 of them. And put that here. This should be fine for right now. I think that's a little much though. Let me count again because I drew this out. I want to make sure that I'm getting this perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 12 altogether over here. Can I count them? Let me put this in first person to find out. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so let's see if we can pick these up. How many do we have here? I want 12 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's perfect. All right, so I want 12 going across from this way, and then I want to go, ooh, all right, let's pick that up. And then I want going across this way. So it's going to be, this is going to be a smaller tavern than I anticipated. I might want to double this up then. Let's see. And this should fit. So it's a nice square. Yeah. So this tavern's going to be a lot smaller than I anticipated. So let me double this up. And I'll get started on the next piece and come back to you guys shortly. All right. I think I like it. I think I like it so far. All right. So I put these beams in. This is where I think I'm going to put my windows for the time being. One looking out this way, obviously one looking out this way. I'm undecided what I want to do with this side. I think there's going to be a separate entrance on this side anyway, so I don't think it's too much to worry about. I have a door laid out right here. The doors are 3 wide, so it's something that I wanted to take into consideration. Now, I didn't put a floor in, and the reason being is because after I get this done, I'm going to want to dig down a little bit. So eventually I can put in a basement. Now there's a reason behind that. I think later on when we're dealing with electricity, I want to set everything up down there. But this looks like it's taking shape nicely. And I think this is pretty good. Now these are log pieces right here. As you can see, these small ones are all log pieces. And the way you build those really is you go to crafting and you type in log, and it should give you a general idea of what you can make with the logs. So I chose the small log pieces. They're about 1 in height. So these are just doubled up. Now you can rotate them by pressing the H button and just kind of spin them in any kind of direction, changing the axis as you see fit. So I just doubled these up to give them the height because I want the windows to be at head level. And when you're in first person mode, the windows are actually 3 blocks high. Now these, technically it's 3 blocks right now. I mean, it looks like 2.5, mostly because of the dirt. When you do this, when you flatten Earth, it tends to make it so that your initial block can only be placed inside the dirt halfway. So if you look, if I bring it up one, it doesn't allow you to place it because it's actually floating above the dirt. This indicates that it's actually touching. So I had to do it that way. But I think it's coming along nicely, and I'm just going to continue building, and hopefully things will come out pretty good. As I get through this, I'll show you guys some of my progress, and hopefully you guys will like it as much as I do. Right now I'm feeling pretty good about this though. So. Alright guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of more progress that I've been handling here. So for the windows, I decided to stick it out a little bit. I wanted some depth in this because it wasn't looking good just being flat, and I kind of wanted to frame this door a little bit. So the door is recessed slightly, and what I want to do is kind of do the same thing. Make that awning a little bit, stick out a little bit further, because right now it's kind of flush with the windows, and I think that it's important to bring that out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on that. Right now, these are clay blocks I've put up here. These clay blocks were really difficult to make. I made like over 150 of them. So what I want to do is I want to make this about 8 blocks high in total. So right now, what we're working with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So I need another 2 rows, and then I'm going to put a floor in for the second floor. But I think right now this is coming together really nicely. Eventually these clay blocks, what I'm going to do is paint them. But I just wanted to give it a different color. So the second floor is going to be made of wood. I'm going to use these same wooden beams that I have going on over here, and hopefully that's going to make a huge difference in terms of palette choices, because right now, like I said, these clay blocks are pretty generic, and it's forming these strong lines that I really don't like. So as soon as I paint them, it'll be a lot better, but that's gonna be way later on. So right now this is what we're working with, and I kind of like it. I really do. I really like it, and I think that it's coming along nicely. Hopefully it'll be about this high. There's definitely going to be an attic because the roof, I'm going to do a sloping roof, so that's going to be difficult to do because planting the roof down is some of the harder tasks to do. But I think it's working out pretty good right now. I think we're doing really well. So let me continue working on this some more, and you know what? Why don't I show you guys how I've been doing it? Oh, in case anyone wants to know, I had to dig this out. I had to, because it wasn't letting me through the door when I placed these pieces down, and I was like, why isn't it? And it was because it was too high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue building, and we'll get started on that. So I think I have the clay blocks on me, so I only have 32 left. So let's hopefully we can get around fully with that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave that space there because I actually have single blocks. I don't have many, so I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, this is the difficult part about this. There we go. That should work. Let's put this down. You know what? It's easier to do it in first person, so let me do it that way. All right, so once you place it down, it becomes way easier to start planting them because it kind of puts that down where it expects you to go with it, so it makes it a lot easier to plant these bricks down. Ooh, fell off. Ooh, got back on. All right, so how many more do we have left here? 13. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna let me get all the way around. Do I have any more in my inventory? 8. That's the most I got, and I'm definitely not gonna make it around. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to find more clay and kind of grab a little bit of it, and hopefully hopefully I can place this down. Hopefully I can make some more. It's going to be a little bit of a grind because clay, I think, is really difficult to find in this this biome right now. I think KingJack took them all, to be honest. Let's see. There we go. Maybe. No, I definitely not going to make it. I have one that I need to use. All right. So these windows, they're going to be a little higher. And I'm going to make those in just a bit as well. But as you can see, placing blocks down is pretty simple. Let me fill that gap before I forget it. I only have 2 of these anyway, so might as well make use of it now. There we go. So filling in the area is not too bad. I'm going to definitely build it a little more. The clay block is going to support the first floor. The second floor is going to be all wood, so it'll be a lot easier because I have a lot of that and I can always gather more. As you can see, I have plenty going on over there. And I have plenty of seeds, but what I'm going to do is go find some clay. Alright guys, I'm back again. And I didn't really do too much. Well, I did quite a bit. Alright, so finding the clay was a huge hassle. So I found a clay about the size of this one block right here and had to keep digging. And, you know, it just ended up giving me a lot more than that. But I was actually happy to find it because I searched this, like, whole entire island. Let me show you, like, on my map what I'm talking about. So basically, yeah, this map was like pretty much a brand new map, and this is how much of the island I had to scout out in order to find the clay. Now, can't remember exactly where I found it. I think it was this way, somewhere over here. But I did mark it with some marble, so I know where it is next time I go find it. But I want to give you like a little bit of a tour of the house so far. I've been grinding a lot, so it has been difficult. I added these 2 pieces here, and on the inside, as you guys can see, I actually added a floor. So this corner obviously needs to be finished up because that you guys can see right through there. But I added a floor, and these windows are actually definitely more usable now. These windows, when you go into first person, difficult to see out of, but it's okay. They're aesthetic, really. But we can definitely view out this window, and that scenery is gorgeous. Yeah, so... But anyway... I think I'm going to end it here, and in the next episode, I'll definitely continue going from there. But yeah, I mean, look at that.